Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Meghna Deka. Well, imagine trying to stuff 14.2 kgs of gold in your jacket. Now imagine you try to get past the customs at the airport wearing a gold jacket. With a jacket which has gold in it, stuffed gold in it, worth 12.5 crore rupees. Finally, imagine doing this 10 times over, again and again, over 2 months. What would you do it for? What would be the motivation? Would it be money? Would it be coercion? Would it be blackmail? Well, over the next course of hour, we are going to tell you about the great nexus between the Indian stars and the Dubai gold mafia, which seems to be now unraveling. But first, let's tell you about the biggest ever gold seizure in recent times which has happened. On your screens, you can see this lady, Kannada actor Ranya Rao. She was arrested at the Bengaluru airport with over 14 kgs of gold. That is the gold which was seized from her. Look at the number of bars that she stuffed down the jacket that she was wearing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 14 of them. 14 such gold bars that she was carrying with her. 14 kgs. One gold bar for every 1 kg of gold that she stuffed in her jacket. The DRI and the customs swooped down upon her after her Dubai trip, after a tip-off that they received. They detained her on Sunday night, and then over the last 2 days, they've been carrying out raids on her home as well. And now details are coming out as to what the seizures were. What was it? Let's show you in a graphical representation. You had seizures. There you have it on your screens. 14.2 kgs of gold bars were recovered by from Ranya. There was jewelry which they found at her home, which was worth 2.06 crore rupees. There was also cash which was recovered from her house, 2.67 crore rupees. The total seizures from Ranya Rao came to 17.29 crore rupees, which is close to 18 crore rupees of gold, of cash, of jewelry, which was recovered by the DRI over the last 2 days. Question is, who is Ranya Rao? How is it that she has 18 crores of cash, of gold, of jewelry lying around, stuffed in her jacket, some of it lying around at her home? Those are the questions which are being asked. Well, let's tell you a bit about her. Well, she entered the Kannada film industry in 2014 at the age of 22. She played the lead actor in 3 Kannada films. She has been and still is trying to make her mark in other southern languages as well. But also, here's the interesting part. This is an AI-generated video that we are showing for you, just FYI. This is of Ranya and how the arrest would have happened. This is an AI-generated video that we are showing for you. But let's tell you about who she is. She, incidentally, is also the stepdaughter of a senior Karnataka IPS officer. He is of the rank of DIG, the Director General of Police. Her stepfather, incidentally, and this is very interesting, if you look at the background, her stepfather has had a rather controversial career. He was in fact linked many years ago, about a decade back, in Mysuru to a suspicious robbery of a gold consignment that was being transported from Kerala to Karnataka on a bus by a jeweler. Of course, nothing much had come out of it at the time. But even at the airport, Ranya Rao had used the clout of her father, the fact that she was the daughter of an IPS officer. She used it for her own benefit. She was accompanied by a constable soon after she landed, even flaunted that she was the daughter of a top police officer. But here's the inside scoop that Times Now is getting you. In fact, our senior editor Bhavtosh is getting us this big breaking news, exclusive information as to what really could have happened. There you have it on your screen. Sources have told Times Now that she could be part of an organized gold syndicate, is what the police as well as the DRI are now looking into. In fact, they are also saying that she was making profits and getting a commission out of it, which perhaps would explain all the jewelry and cash they discovered. Made 10 trips to Dubai in 62 days alone. Those are the stats she has. Last 5 trips to Dubai were made in the last 5 days alone. accompanied by a constable to clear security as well. As I was telling you, this is what sources are telling us. This is the reason why she is currently under the scanner, if there was some kind of a collusion also. But here's another breaking news which is being provided by Bhavtosh Singh. Bhavtosh Singh is getting us inside scoop on Ranya case, saying that here's what she has told the police. She has said that she was not part of any syndicate, but she was coerced into smuggling gold. And she said that this was the first time she brought in gold, even though in the last 15 days she travelled to Dubai 5 times. Let me go across to Bhavtosh Singh, who is joining us. Bhavtosh, tell us what seems to be happening right now. What is the inside scoop that you are picking up from your sources in the biggest ever gold heist that we've seen, the biggest ever gold rush, if we can see a haul that we have seen in the last few years?
Well, Meghna, as far as this case is concerned, Ranya had in fact travelled between Dubai and Bengaluru quite often, at least 10 times this year alone. But it was her frequent travel in the fortnight that has in fact caught the interest of DRI. That was at least 5 times in 10 days. She claimed that she had shows to perform, and that's why she was travelling. But when she was stopped at the Green Channel by the DRI official, she said that she is daughter of a senior IPS officer, but she was in fact detained. And then the searches happened. She was in fact wearing this huge amount of gold on her, and also she had concealed the gold. When she was in fact, her statement was being recorded under the Customs Act. She in fact broke down. She said that she is not part of any syndicate, but she said that she was being coerced, and she said that she is not. She had never before had smuggled gold. Her statement has been recorded, but they have said that they will carry out raids and searches. DRI had said so, but it is money that has been recovered from her house that in fact has led to further investigation by DRI. The 2 crore rupees that have been seized from her house. Remember, she has not signed any movie lately. She has not appeared in any big movies. And importantly, 2 kgs of gold that has also been recovered from her house. Now, they believe that that she is part of a bigger crime syndicate or bigger gold racket, and that is the reason why DRI has said that the investigation in this case continues, though she has been sent to judicial custody.
So she's in judicial custody right now. She denies that she is part of a larger syndicate, but our stars now getting to be easier targets of a gold smuggling mafia. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much, Bhavtosh, for getting us those exclusive details. Let's also quickly tell you a bit about gold smuggling in India. And this is very interesting. 60% of the number of cases which have been coming in from only 3 states, Maharashtra, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Not just that, 42% of the cases are coming in from UAE or have a UAE link as well. 40 to 45% of the gold which was smuggled in landing in West Bengal, in Manipur as well as Mizoram. This is also an interesting angle, isn't it? Also, 20% rise in gold smuggling has happened in the year 2023 till October. Those are the basic stats coming in. Let me go across to our panelists. Today, we are being joined here on the show by Sanjana Galrani, who's an actor. Also, Bhaskar Rao is joining us, the former police commissioner of Bangalore. I'm going to come to you, Mr. Rao, because what Bhavtosh has just told us, it could be an eye-opener. Is it true, or is it possible that this kind of a collusion, if indeed someone was flying in and out of the country to Dubai 15 times without any evident reason for doing so, could be part of a larger syndicate, could be part of a larger collusion network, both outside, perhaps even inside?
This is definitely a very serious crime, and that too claiming proximity to a police officer, and also availing protocol services and availing a police vehicle to get away immediately after landing, and then going away unfrisked. And that too, the DRI's preliminary investigations have revealed that this person has made 10 trips. So all this calls for thorough investigation, and the biggest problem here is that the children and kith and kin of people in position, they feel very entitled, and the officers also themselves ask for unnecessary privileges at airport. This should be stopped, because we don't know what kind of activity they are carrying on. The concerned officer, if he is okay, he may be entitled to some protocol over there. But why give it to wife, children, friends and other acquaintances? Absolutely uncalled for. That is one. Second aspect is that I am a little surprised. Why is it that investigation has concluded too soon and she has been remanded to judicial custody? As a former police officer, I feel that there should be a multi-agency investigation. See, when so much of cash had appeared,
Absolutely.
the directorate comes into the picture.
ED should be in the picture.
The income tax also comes into the picture. The customs also comes into the picture over there. It has to be a multi-agency. Somehow within less than 48 hours, this person has been sent away to judicial custody. And I also, I don't want to cast aspersions, but a case of this proportion ought to be better investigated by the CBI, because DRI is sometimes challenged as regards international investigation is concerned. What was the source of money which was used to buy the gold there? Which are the persons that person has come across there? And then whether this person is a mule or is it for personal consumption? And in earlier times also, where all this person has telephone.
Very interesting points you have raised. Very interesting points. You are saying, why is it that within 2 days of questioning is over? The probe is enough for them to now hand over the main accused to judicial custody. In fact, you have Bhaskar Rao saying, why not the CBI? Why not the Enforcement Directorate? Why not the IT or even the customs looking into the multiple Dubai trips? In fact, let me go across to Sanjana Galrani. Sanjana, you must have heard what Bhavtosh has told us, that there is a possibility of a larger nexus. She may not be the only one. It's possible that it's not just her. There could be other stars. Are stars becoming soft targets for organized gold smuggling syndicates? After all, they can make excuses like we are going there for a shoot, and they are given a red carpet treatment perhaps.
Firstly, if it's a star, not a star, it's a celebrity, not a celebrity, it's an actor, it's a politician or whoever it is, whosever daughter she is, it does not really matter. What matters is it's a really serious and heinous crime, and law and order should be the same for everybody. And like how a former IPS officer Bhaskar Rao, so he's a dear friend, like how he mentioned, it looks like a very influenced game that she's already sent to the judicial custody for relaxation. Because what happens is when they are under the police custody, the accused is under peer pressure and they have to really answer the questions, the thousands of questions thrown on them, and it's a mental harassment, but the truth has to come out. How can she be sent to judicial custody so fast? And another thing which I really condemn is things like this are happening in the country every day. When you're telling me that a celebrity is a soft target, somebody like this has to be targeted, but not in the eyes of the media. The media trials should not happen. The law and order should be the same and very strict to people like this, irrespective of their status.
I agree with you, but the reason these questions are being raised is because she seems to have used
faking the status, using protocols in the airport. She's clearly faking the status. She's not a Sonia Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi or some BJP elected MP or MLA to be using the protocol services in the airport. She's faking a status so that she can escape the scanners in the airport. So this also should be condemned. Like in the Bangalore International Airport or the Bangalore Airport, let me tell you, if you pay a 500 rupees, you get to jump away all the queues. If you pay 1,000 rupees, and these days I think the fashion is to pay 2,000 rupees so that the protocol person will follow you and you can jump all the queues. Or you can go on a fast forward speed on all the queues, and the second you know that you are accompanied by a protocol person, acha, she's a VVIP, so let her go without any strict scannings. And this entire thing is managed and manipulated very nicely. She's a very intelligent and diligent criminal, and the law should take its own course. But I definitely condemn media trial on this, because if you're doing a media trial on her, then why don't you do media trial on
but I agree with you, it is not a media trial. The reason why it's come out is because she has been duly arrested by the DRI. In fact, one quick question if I could ask Bhaskar Rao. Bhaskar Rao, she's also misused her position, or perhaps even her father's position, isn't it? In fact, I believe we are running out of time, but let's tell our viewers about this next big breaking news. As we were discussing, she's also the stepdaughter of a DIG level IPS officer. The big breaking news which is coming in, her father's first reaction, he has said, I'm really shocked and devastated after the arrest of his daughter. He says Ranya Rao doesn't live with us. She lives with her husband. The law will take its own course. We'll have to wait and see how law is going to be taking its own course and if she's the only one. Or is this just the tip of the iceberg? Thank you so much for joining us, Sanjana Galrani as well as Bhaskar Rao, and giving us your inputs on this. This is going to be one of the stories we are tracking very closely here on Times Now. With that, a short break.